Recording in progress.
Hi guys, today we're going to be reading Act 4 of Midsummer Night's Dream. So let me share your screen. Again, I don't show any of the character illustrations because there are no new characters introduced in Act 4. Scene 1, and there's only one scene, so it's just really Act 4. The scene is the part of the woods where Lysander, Demetrius, Helena, and Hermia lie sleeping. Remember, because Puck put them all to sleep so that he could reverse the mistake, like the spell he had put on Lysander mistakenly. And Titania enters with Bottom, and she's in love with him. And remember, he has his head of a donkey, so the head of him is a donkey, and then the rest of his body is a man. He still has the donkey's head. They are followed by Titania's fairies. Oberon is behind them, out of sight. So Titania is speaking to Bottom. Come sit thee down upon this flowery bed, and let me caress your fair cheeks. Stick roses in thy sleek, smooth head, and kiss thy lovely large ears. Sleep thou, and I will wind thee in my arms. Fairies, be gone. So she's just head over heels for Bottom with the donkey head. Titania and Bottom fall asleep in each other's arms. Puck enters and goes to Oberon, who has been watching his queen and the fool. Welcome, good Puck. Seest thou the sight? Now I do begin to pity her, so he feels sorry for doing that to her. A short while ago, I met her in the wood, seeking flowers for this hateful fool. Then I did ask of her for the beloved child, which straight she gave me. And now I have the boy. I will undo this hateful spell on her eyes. And gentle Puck, take the donkey's head from off this Athenian clown, so that when he awakens with all the rest, he may to Athens again return. And think no more of this night's events, but consider it nothing more than a dream. So he's saying that, okay, a little while ago, Oberon's saying, a little while ago, I was in the woods, I saw Titania picking flowers for Bottom, and I asked for the Indian boy, and she gave him to me straight away. So now I want the spell reversed on her, and then Puck, you put Bottom to sleep with the other Athenians, and they can think of that it was all a dream. So he squeezes the healing herb on Titania's eyes. And it just needs to be the healing herb like he used on Lysander, because Lysander loved Hermia for real, and Hermia loved Lysander for real, and Titania and Oberon loved each other for real. So it's just the reversal spell, because you know it's not a real love. So they don't have to use the Cupid juice. To Oberon, I mean, it is a real love. That's why they don't have to use the Cupid juice. To the queen, see as thou wasn't wont to be, see as thou wasn't wont to see. So Oberon's reversing the thing, and he's saying, go back to the way it used to be. Titania says, my Oberon, what visions have I seen? I thought I was in love with a donkey. There lies your love. So he shows him, how came these things to pass? Oh, how my eyes do loathe his face now. So she's saying, oh my gosh, how did that happen? How did I love him? Ugh, I hate his face now. And Oberon says, Puck, take off his head. Titania, music call. So Titania and Oberon dance. Their quarrels are all now over. Once again, they are reunited as lovers, and Puck interrupts them. Fairy King, attend, and mark, I do hear the morning lark. The fairies must return to fairyland before daylight. They exit. A horn sounds. Do, 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 do. Theseus, Hippolyta, and Aegeus enter with the Duke's attendants. They come upon the four lovers and Bottom asleep on the ground. Huntsman, wake them with thy horns. Do, 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 do. And says the horn sounds and the four lovers awake. I pray you up, all stand up. How came you here? Lysander says, my lord, I cannot truly say how I came here, but I think for truly would I speak. I came with Hermia hither. Our intent was to be gone from Athens, away from the danger of the Athenian law. So Lysander's telling on himself, this Duke, we came to run away, to be away from the Athenian law. Aegeus says, enough, my lord. You have enough. I beg the law upon his head. They would have stolen away. Demetrius have robbed you of your wife, and me of my consent. So Aegeus says, oh no, Theseus, now this is it. They both need to have their heads gone. So he says, They ran away. They would have stolen, they would have ran away and gotten married, and then I wouldn't have had my consent to say yes, and Demetrius would have gotten to marry Hermia. So Aegeus is saying, you must do something about this, Theseus. And Demetrius chimes in and says, my lord, fair Helena told me of their plan, and I in a fury hither followed them. Fair Helena followed me out of love. My good lord, I know not by what power, but my love for Hermia melted as the snow, now the object and the pleasure of mine eye. Because remember how the Titania and Oberon were fighting and the seasons were messed up, and I said it was snowing a lot? Well, since they're not fighting anymore, all the snow melted because it's summertime. And he's saying, just as all the snow melted, my love for Hermia melted as well. And I don't want to marry Hermia anymore. I want to marry Helena. I love her. So here's the picture. This is the Theseus's huntsman playing the horn, and everybody asleep bottom, and Demetrius and Lysander and Hermia and Helena. Is only Helena to her, my lord, was I betrothed before I saw Hermia. But like one who is sick, did I loathe this food, but now in health, I come to my natural taste. So he's saying, you know what? I was dating Helena before I said I would marry your daughter. And I must have been sick when I said I would marry her, because I truly do love Helena and I don't want to marry your daughter anymore. So Theseus says to Aegeus, I will overbear your will in the temple by and by with us. These couples shall internally be knit. And so then Theseus speaks to the young lovers, away with us to Athens. Come, Hippolyta. So Theseus is saying, okay, Aegeus, since Demetrius no longer wants to marry your daughter, I overbear your will, and all four of them can get married. So both couples can get married. So we have Demetrius and Helena can get married, and Lysander and Hermia can get married at his wedding. Okay, and then he says, come on, Hippolyta. They exit and Bottom awakens. Hi-ho, Peter Quince, flute, snout, starveling, what? Stolen away and left me asleep? I have had a dream, past the wit of man to say what dream it was. Man is but a donkey. If he goes about telling this dream, I will get Peter Quince to write a poem of it. It shall be called Bottom's Dream, because it hath no bottom, and I will sing it in the latter end of the play before the Duke. And he exits. So he woke up too, and he thought it was all a dream, and he thinks it's funny. And that is the end of that. So we have one more act, and that's Act 5. And we'll do that. And then we will be done with our Midsummer Night's Dream. I hope you're enjoying it. Bye-bye.